In our read what is subject and predicate. I hope you have well understood it and you have also done the book work. So let's check the book work now. So we are going to do chapter 4 of class 5, that is English grammar, and name of the chapter is subject and predicate. Children, before starting the book work, we will read the chapter first. So let's start. Chapter 4, subject and predicate. Students, you have learned that a sentence can be divided into two parts, that is subject and predicate. Read these sentences carefully. Samrat studies in Little Flowers Public Senior Secondary School. So children, whom we are talking about here, we are talking about Samrat. So it is a subject and rest of the sentence will be predicate. We have already learned that what is subject? It whom we are talking about. Okay, it is a subject. And what is a predicate? What we are talking about the subject is predicate. Like in second statement, the school is situated at Shahadra in Delhi. Whom we are talking about here, children? The school. So it is subject, and what we are talking about the subject? That it is situated at Shahadra in Delhi. In the same way, in third sentence, it is one of the most reputed schools in Delhi. So whom we are talking about? It. It is pronoun. So children, subject can be noun or pronoun both. Okay. And rest of the sentence is predicate. In the fourth sentence, almost all the parents want their children to study in this school. So who we are talking about here? Almost all the parents. So it is subject and rest of the things will be predicate. In fifth number, the students of this school are very diligent and successful in life. Again, whom we are talking about here? The students of this school. And rest of the things will be predicate. Point number 6. I also studied in the same school. So whom we are talking about here? I. So I is subject and rest of the things will be predicate. Children, one thing I want to tell here, subject can be anywhere. It can be at the beginning of a sentence, in the middle of the sentence, at the end of a sentence, and sometimes it's hidden. Like in imperative sentence, I have already told you that subject is hidden. And what is subject in imperative sentence? You. Okay. All the encircled words are subject, which we have seen in the last page. You might have noticed that the subject may be a single word or a group of words. What is subject, children? It is a person or thing we are talking about in the sentence. And what is predicate? It is the part that tells us something about the subject. Okay, let's read some more examples. Subject and predicate. In the first sentence, you can see we are talking about we, so it is subject and the rest will be predicate, that is, should follow the rules for our safety. Second one, Rashmi and I, it is subject, went for a walk, it is predicate. Most of the boys is subject, were present yesterday, it is predicate. Mr. Gupta's showroom, it is subject because we are talking about Mr. Gupta's showroom. And what we are talking about Mr. Gupta's showroom, that it will be inaugurated by Kapil Dev. So it is predicate. Again, here we are talking about Mona, Sangam and Aarti. So they are subject, and what we are talking about them, that they have planted a reunion. Sorry, they have planned a reunion for their batchmates. Now, sixth one is this book. We are talking about this book, so it is subject, and what we are talking about this book, that it has many interesting features. In these sentences, the subject is placed in the beginning of the sentence, but a subject may be placed anywhere in a sentence. Okay, children, just now I have told you a subject can be anywhere. Many students get confused that subject can be only at the beginning. Like in these 6 sentences, we can see that they are in the beginning, but subject can be anywhere in the middle also, at the last also, and somewhere it is hidden also. So don't get confused. Only keep in your mind that whatever we are talking about or whom we are talking about, okay, that is subject, and what we are talking about the subject is predicate. Keep this in your mind. Now read these examples. On the table lay all her toys. Children, can you see here? It is at the end. Whom we are talking about here? All her toys. Okay, so it is subject, and on the table they will be predicate. Now come to second number. When will you submit your file? Whom we are talking about here? You. So can you see here? Subject is in the middle of the sentence. And here again, in a very dark cave lived a pack of wolves. Again, it is at the end of a sentence. Whom we are talking about here? A pack of wolves. So it is subject. In imperative sentences, the subject is not stated. It is implied that the speaker is giving these commands to you. So the subject is you in such sentences, children. Like, see, come here. We can also say you come here. Don't disturb the others. We can also say you don't disturb the others. You please allow me to speak. So children, in these imperative sentences, you is hidden. Subject is hidden. It is understood that I am speaking to you. Okay, so you is hidden here. Okay, so you is our subject. In these sentences, the subject is you and the whole sentence is predicate. Okay, now let's come to bookwork. You have to underline the subject in the following sentences. First one, honesty is the best policy. What we are talking about here? Honesty. So honesty is subject and rest is the predicate. My favorite indoor game is Scrabble. Whom we are talking about here? My favorite indoor game. So it will be subject. Question number 3. Why are your clothes so dirty? Children, whom we are talking about here? Your clothes. So it is subject. My mother has a diamond necklace. Whom we are talking about here? My mother. Question number 5. He would set an alarm to wake up on time. Whom we are talking about here? He. 6th number. Read all the major articles in the newspaper. Children, can you notice here that it is instruction or it is a command? So, what is subject? Whom we are talking about here? Okay. Can we write you read all the major articles in the newspaper? Yes. So, we don't have to underline anything here. Okay. Because you is hidden. So subject is hidden. Okay. Number 7. I read all the major articles. Again, I is subject. 8 number. The gulmohar tree behind my house is much bigger than the lime tree. Okay, children, who we are talking about here? The gulmohar tree or the gulmohar tree behind my house. Because the gulmohar tree can be anywhere, so it is specified. Okay, we are talking about some particular gulmohar tree. So the gulmohar tree behind my house will be subject. Tell me about your vacation. Again, children, it is instruction. It is imperative sentence. So you is hidden. So we will not underline anything here. Number 10. Against the wall stood the poor child. Whom we are talking about here? The poor child. Number 11. The duck, along with its ducklings, swam across the river. Children, whom we are talking about here? Only the duck? No, the duck along with its ducklings. So they are subject. The stories printed in this book are amazing. Children, whom we are talking about here? What we are talking about here? The stories or the stories printed in this book. Okay, because the stories can be anywhere in your book, in your English book, Hindi book, anywhere. But we are talking about some particular book. The story is printed in this book. So it is subject. Beware of pickpockets. Okay, children, again it is instruction. So again it is imperative sentence. So you is hidden, subject is hidden. So we will not underline anything. Number 14. The water in the pond is dirty. Children, what we will underline? What is the subject here? The water. Which water? The water in the bottle, the water in the sea. Which water? The water in the pond. So everything you have to underline. Okay, Roman number 2 is match the subjects with their predicates. Okay, it is very interesting. Let's match the answer, children. Correct statements. Birds fly. Most of the people like to talk about others. Dynamite was invented by Alfred Nobel. Telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. My favorite author is Rudyard Kipling. Someone was pushing the door. The shops on the street are closed. Asia is the largest continent in the world. Children, it is very easy. I hope you have done. So I just read the sentences. Okay, trauma number 3. Complete the sentences using suitable subjects. Put cross if subject is not required. Number 1. Das is the most active student in our class. Children, you can write any name. You can write even your name also. So Raj is the most active student in our class. Number 2. Dash. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, children, we can write here you, but as you know, in imperative sentence we avoid writing you. Okay, so just put a cross mark and write D in capital letter. Number 3, very easy. Das is the capital of Punjab. The only one answer will go, that is Chandigarh. 4th number, I am always punctual. Children, here also we have to write only I. Why? Because M is written here. So with M we use I. Number 5, das are good for health. You can write anything. Green vegetables or fresh fruits are good for health. Dash were whitewashing the fence. Who? The laborers. You can even change your answer according to your wish. Okay. Number 7. Das was known as Netaji. Here we cannot change any answer. We can write only Subhash Chandra Bose was known as Netaji. Number 8 is the same, was known as Iron Man of India. Here also we cannot change the answer because we have to only write Vallabhbhai Patel was known as the Iron Man of India. You can also, you can even write Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Dash always be regular and punctual. Children, again, this is instruction. Always be regular and punctual. If you wish, you can write you always be regular or punctual, or you can avoid it. So please cross it and write A in capital letter. 10 number, das speak the truth. Okay, so again it is instruction, imperative sentence, speak the truth. Okay, so write S in capital letter. Let's move to Roman number 4. Complete the sentences using suitable predicates. Children, here I want to tell you, you can frame sentences on your own. I have written the sentences, but I want you to write your own sentences. Don't copy the same sentences, okay? Children, here only subject is given and you have to write predicate. Hindi, you can write Hindi is very easy language. Hindi is my favorite subject. Hindi is a mother tongue, or Hindi is a national language. Anything you can write. The sun rises in the east, or you can write the sun rises, sets in the west. The sun shines brightly. Anything. This book has many colorful pictures. This book is very interesting. This book has funny stories. Very few friends know my secret. Very few friends were invited in my birthday party. Very few friends came to my home this evening. Anything? Okay, children, you can write anything as you wish, okay? Don't write what I am writing. We are working hard for our exam. We were playing in the garden. We are baking a delicious cake. Anything. The girls sitting behind me. Children, please notice here. Girls, it is plural. So you have to frame a sentence in plural form only. The girls sitting behind me are my classmates. The girls sitting behind me are very talkative. The girls sitting behind me are very intelligent. The girls sitting behind me are my cousins. Children completed their work on time. Okay, now last one is J.K. Rowling is a British author. J.K. Rowling is my favorite author. J.K. Rowling has written many stories. So children, I hope you have learned what is subject and predicate. Let's do 2 minutes revision. What is subject? Whom we are talking about or what we are talking about. And what is predicate? What we are talking about, the subject. Okay, subject is whom we are talking about and predicate is what we are talking about, subject. And subject can be anywhere, in the beginning of the sentence, in the middle, at the end, or it can be hidden also. Like in imperative sentence, it is always hidden and the subject is always and always you. So I hope children, you all have well understood the chapter. You all have done the book exercises on your own. That's all children. Thank